Hello. Hello. Oh, it's at my motel. Yeah. And it is at my motel. At the Hollywood Motel, even. Somebody said, what a morning. What a way to start the morning. Anyway, it's a hell of a way to start the morning. Hello, Renee, Maisie, hi, Charlie, brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Hello, Michelle. It's pretty dark over here. Bernadine. Hello, Ruby. Stacy, hi. It's early, you guys. Hello, Maddie. Timmy. You guys, we are outside of a very historic landmark here. That's the motel in my music video, my motel. Very old motel. People were trapped inside during the fire. The fire was raging about 30 minutes ago, but I was busy feeding my my cat. Hello, Rhonda. Good morning. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Rat Link. Hello, everybody. Stephanie, just Stephanie. So this is the motel, famously right next to Sunset Sound. I don't know if that Sunset Sound is actually, but it's on Sunset Boulevard, you guys, in like the hot spot. In the hot spot. I'm trying to find out what happened to the people. People were trapped in this fire, and it was a raging away. I'm gonna zoom in and see what it looks like. Hold on. That's the motel that it is. You can see it's a hell of a scene out here. I can now see the top of the hotel, and it does look like it was. It looks like it did took a beating. They were in here saving lives today, you guys. I have a great appreciation for firefighters. Growing up, the house I grew up in burned down twice. Firefighters saved my sister's life. They actually botched it a little bit, but we're splitting hairs. They saved her life. What's up, Karan? Thank you for the donuts, Dean. I'm eating donuts, of course. I'm sure you know that. I'm looking for Giggsy's comment here. Guillermo or whatever. I had to block him. Did everyone make it out safe? We're still trying to determine that right now. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. They're spraying it with water right now still. More than likely it was homeless people in this old hotel. I believe, here's the thing, I believe this was designated a Hollywood landmark, I think. You can see where it says motel above this truck. It just says motel only. I have a video called My Motel. Look at this guy walking down the ladder. I have a video on my YouTube page. It's called My Motel. It's a music video. And it features this motel before the fire. So if you want to see what I'm talking about with this motel, you can watch that video. But it features this motel toward the end. We're just watching the firefighters save lives this morning on this huge ladder. We'll talk to a firefighter here shortly. Just give me a second. I'm probably going to check out another angle here. I'm going to grab another angle of this. You can see the smoke is still billowing through the fog of the morning. These guys are talking about what happened. These guys are reflecting on what just happened. They're talking about the rescue. When I turned on Citizens app approximately 1 hour ago, the flames were raging out of the roof in the night sky. So this is about 1 hour old from the response. But it's probably older than that. It's probably an hour and a half old from when the fire started. This is the old classic motel on Sunset Boulevard, which is now, I think it was historically preserved. Not anymore. Not anymore. And it definitely wasn't being used. I'm pretty sure homeless people were staying in there or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to determine that. You gotta give me a minute. Guys, I'm still eating a donut. This was serious shit though. This is an old classic motel. Again, I'm not here to plug my video, but In my band, the Bigums, we had a song called My Motel, and when I made the video for that, the chorus goes, "There's no room for beggars in my measly motel. There's no room for choosers, so you better go to hell," is the line. And I featured this motel in that video because of the sign and the estate. Listen, it's a classic location. This is that motel on Sunset Boulevard, yes. I am out early. The walk of shame, that's kind of funny. I wish. Don't I wish? I'm on the walk of fame, but I didn't take the walk of shame. Show me the money. Jose, I am on the walk of fame, bud. Yes. Wishing I was taking the walk of shame right out of that motel. I may have been in that motel, and I'm just not telling you guys. Listen, between you and I, and whoever you are, I don't know, but there's a lot of very attractive homeless women in LA. How is the sick kitty? She is struggling, Irene. Yeah, probably more than likely the homeless. Because listen, it's raining. It's been raining all night. The streets are still sopping wet. That's why this scene looks so badass. You guys might not know this. If you're in the business, you do. When you're shooting a real movie scene or a high budget TV show or whatever, and you're out in the streets, before you shoot the scene, you water the street down. I know that might sound ridiculous, and I can explain aesthetically why you do that, but I'm not going to get into all that. But when you're making movies, TV shows, etc., when you shoot a scene at night, you wet the road down with water trucks before you shoot. You don't shoot on a dry road. The reason we have a wet road here is because it rained all night. Thank you, Irene. Daisy got her medicine. This is how my mornings go. Okay, I'm that old weird guy. What's that movie with the old guy and the cat? They made it recently. This guy's going back up. With the old guy and the cat, that's my life. I got up, fed the cats, gave Daisy her medicine. I went over, I drove 10 miles to feed my outdoor feral cat, Luna. She was there waiting for me. So cute. She's such a cute cat. The Deer Whisperer, Tara. Thank you. Thank you. Well, the Deer Whisperer, Tara, can we talk about that? How many other streamers, Citizen app knuckleheads, well, some do, are trying to entertain you? They're trying to be funny. Or they're just so stupid like me, you can laugh at me or you can laugh with me. Or you can be a hater. Somebody in the YouTube suspects Venezuela started this fire. The Deer Whisperer. Tara, let me ask you a question, Tara. Spiritual adventure, animals, daily inspirations, Deer Whisperer. I'm assuming that you only shoot deer with a camera, yes? Can you answer that? You only shoot deer with a camera, yes? Just a quick question. Thank you. Okay, good. Good. I don't hunt either. I can't find it in my heart to shoot a deer without a camera. I just see your picture with the deer and I had to ask, you know what I mean? But you say the whisperer, so that means you're a good person. You know what I mean? I'd rather feed a deer and pet it than pull out a fucking 12 gauge or a 410 shotgun and blow its neck off. Why the hell would I want to do that? In fact, you know what? I ate hamburger helper the other night, woke up sick because I didn't drain the hamburger properly. Yeah? Yeah. Is everybody okay in there? How many people? And they're okay?
Yeah, well, they're in stable condition.
This wasn't operating, correct?
No,
So maybe homeless people sleeping inside?
it's not supposed to be occupied. So
Yeah, it's not supposed to be occupied.
It's a boarded up place, so they have one team out the front and two team out the back, and then one team out the back. We have one about a 2-year-old middle, and team out the front building, team out on ladders,
And is this historically preserved property, or do you know?
I don't know that.
That's what I was wondering. I think it is, but I'm gonna have to look on the registry.
We've had multiple fires here.
Oh, you have?
Fire they've had here.
Oh. Do you know? Is it like? Did they have it at least burn? Did what? They started a fire in the fireplace, or it's just some another? Or you don't know yet?
Our arson investigators come out.
Okay. Well, if it was preserved, it's not anymore. It looks like it's pretty bad.
You need like a, are you thinking live, or do you want me to get you like a little steel? Or,
Are you gonna do that for Channel
I
5?
already gave you Channel 5.
Oh, if you could.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. And your name is
Yeah, it's Adam Van Gerpen, VAN, capital TER, Captain, Public Information Officer, Los Angeles.
and you can just give us a good short recap.
Yeah. So this morning at 4:30 a.m., our firefighters were dispatched out to Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, 6700 block. They were dispatched out initially for a rubbish fire. On arrival, they found a two-story steel business at a vacant hotel. Blown wall of fire on the first and second floor. So our firefighters heard some screaming for help. They threw a ladder to the front of the building. The 42-year-old male came out through a window on the balcony, climbed down the ladder, and our firefighters were there to assist him into a paramedic ambulance. So he was transported with some minor injuries, transported to local hospital in stable condition. It took a total of 70 firefighters, about an hour and 12 minutes to knock this fire down. Still behind me, it is still smoldering. This is a large structure, has some structural compromise. We keep a defensive box on this fire, but we will remain on scene on Sunset Boulevard for several hours as we continue to investigate it. And
Thank you. And you said 70 firefighters?
70 firefighters.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
And let me just say thank you for all you do. You know, when I was a kid, my house burned down. The firefighters had to save my sister who was trapped in the basement for 90 minutes. 90 minutes in a brutal fire, but because she fell on her face, she survived it. Look at this guy.
Same thing to me. What are you with you?
Newswire, and then I sell everything to like different outlets.
Okay.
CNN, whoever will, you know, I've made contact with about a dozen different sources that I give my piece to. Thank you so much. Thank you. You live right here? Oh, you did see it. So it was the homeless in there, yeah. Yeah, I saw on. Were you on Citizen app?
Yeah.
I saw the flames. On Citizen app, sir. That was probably you. So I was like, I better get over and take a look at this. And I know this motel so well. Yeah. It's crazy. That's right, Big Sal. This is hardly. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Uh, oh, yeah. Tell us. Come closer, though, because there's so much noise. I don't have my mic on me. Oh, wait. They are bringing it down. Let's take a look at that. I don't know. All these people want to be fucking interviewed, but they can't raise their voice. I don't have a mic. I can't mic them up right now. My mic's in my car. Yeah, I know. This guy said, can I be interviewed? I said, yeah. Get closer and speak up. And he fucking... You have 1 hour on Citizen? It's wild, man. One guy had to be rescued from the ladder they're bringing down. Yeah, there's one person got burned, 42-year-old homeless guy. The two homeless, I guess there were homeless people running out the front and the back like basically like insects. When you see insects running from a fire. Yeah, the problem is everyone coming up to me thinks I'm a legitimate news source, but let's be honest. I'm just an asshole with a camera. Okay, let's call it what it is. Although I am reporting, I am here reporting. I would just rather call myself an asshole with a camera than a journalist, but I am reporting to you, or they're reporting. Listen, the firefighter told us what was going on. That's called reporting. What do you want me to do? Go down to Venezuela? Do a live? I would like to do that. You guys, let me tell you something. I was watching. Last night, I was watching people who were live at the Brooklyn Detention Center where they were taking Maduro. Legally, I'm a journalist. Exactly. Legally. But if you went and told Felix down at the comedy club that I was a journalist, he'd start laughing. Hey, no, but listen. Look, here's a homeless guy asking what's going on. There's a homeless guy right there asking what happened. He was probably in there. That guy was probably in there. Okay, Jen, I'm a journalist. I'll accept that. No, you guys, last night, every knucklehead in New York City was a journalist. Everyone was down at the Brooklyn Detention Center last night waiting to see Maduro, right? I fucking have never seen so many people in a live. So the most people I ever saw in one person's live was last year. I saw Duran had like 24,000 people during a live when they were trapping, right after, when it was, they were first protesting like ICE and shit downtown. Last night, there was a dude at the Brooklyn Detention Center live. He had 64,000 people in his live. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even know. And then other people who don't even have any followers had like 15,000, 18,000. Another one had 12,000. And I was like, damn, this dude. But the dude who had 64,000 people watching his live, and there was nothing to see. What I'm saying is this breaking news shit is crazy. People get right in there. It's a beautiful morning in Hollywood, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise happening. The sun is about to rise over the city and over this burned up hotel. It's a really great image we're looking at. User 5208 wants to send me to Venezuela, where the imperial nation of the United States has invaded the country. You guys, I said it 6 weeks ago. I'm sure you weren't in the live when I said it. As soon as they declared fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction, which sounded ridiculous at the time, I said, you know what that means? That means we're invading, just like Iraq. The only reason they made all those moves 6 weeks ago, they've been preparing for 6 weeks, and I called it. There were other people who did. But when you say fentanyl is a weapon of mass destruction, when you say Maduro is not a legitimately elected leader, which he's not, by the way, let's not be confused here. Maduro is as bad as Saddam Hussein. But those aren't the only two in the world. You know what I mean? You can count another 100 fucking people need to be taken out. He's not. He should be. I have no problem with the arrest and removal of Maduro, actually. But if I'm going to speak out of both sides of my mouth, we're not going to be hearing about those Epstein files for a long time. Okay, so it was a really good move. What I'm saying is, you know what? I don't really have an opinion. We just took all the oil. I think this might have just saved TikTok, honestly. And let me tell you why. Let's talk about it. Let's get crazy here. 80% of the oil coming out of Venezuela was going to China. And now we control that oil. So Xi Jinping might be doing a deal wheel with TikTok and the USA side of TikTok. We might not. We might actually have leverage to take control of TikTok at the end of this month. Because now we control all that oil. We have embargoes. Don't start talking to me about like really high-minded shit, because I don't know anything about the embargoes. All I know is what I saw on the news yesterday, which is apparently China was getting most of that oil. I guess the oil that comes out of Venezuela, even though it's the largest producer of oil in the world or something, is I guess it's so crude. Because you have to refine oil. That's why it costs. That's where all the money is. In the production of refining it. So Venezuela was basically had a deal with Iran. They would send two barrels of crude oil to Iran, and Iran would give them 1 barrel of refined oil. So they had a 2-to-1 trade deal with Iran. So they didn't have to fucking deal with refining it. Which, it sounds like something I would do. It's very lazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'll sell you this MJ plant, but you have to hang it, dry it, trim it, bring all these little guys in to cut it and make it look good and bag it. That was a great analogy, by the way, that I just did. Tim, don't be racist or you will be reported. Be civil and respectful. Says at Bezos3051. Okay, I read your comment, but what the hell are you talking about? You're talking to somebody who is not racist, is never racist. Be civil and respectful. Civil, I am not, madam. Okay? Civil, I am not, madam. Respectful, I'm often not respectful either, so you better get to reporting me. Tim is coming across really racist. What? You guys, YouTube is a wild scene. I'm coming across racist? You don't want to hear me. You don't want to hear me do some racist jokes, okay? What are you talking about, YouTube? YouTube is full of Americanas. Hello. Hi, Bob. YouTube is full of Americanas. They're saying it in the YouTube. It's two knuckleheads in the YouTube. I shouldn't have addressed. I should have not even looked at their comments. It's probably that somebody that thinks I'm a Trumper or something, and they're just saying that. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm reporting on the Venezuela situation. Did you guys hear Maduro last night when he got taken into the? Yeah, I'm on a coffee date. I got coffee. There's a homeless woman next to me, and I think we're together now. No, Maduro told somebody good night and Happy New Year as they took him into the detention center. Was he talking to P. Diddy? Hello, Loki. Right as he walked through that hallway of the DEA hallway in the Brooklyn Detention Center, he looks at someone and says good night, and then he looks to the right at someone and says Happy New Year. That had to be Puff Daddy. Who else would he be saying Happy New Year to other than Puff Daddy? He might have said, I bet he said goodnight to Luigi. He looked left, he said goodnight. That was to Luigi Mangione, whatever. And then when he looked right, he said Happy New Year to Puff Daddy. Yes, Savage Brown, P. Diddy. I don't accept that he changed his name from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. Okay? I don't allow that. First of all, there's a rule with nicknames. You don't nickname yourself. That's the problem. You guys want to call me racist for saying this? Okay? Because I'm talking about rappers. Rappers name themselves. That's an issue for me, and I'll tell you why. Okay, in the white hood, all right? Let's talk about the white hood. Okay, where I grew up, everyone had a nickname. But you don't nickname yourself. That's against the fucking rules. Your friends nickname you. That's just how it works. Your friends nickname you. You don't make your own nickname. Your friends nickname you. That's how it works. Rappers running around giving themselves their own name. That's why most of their names are stupid. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy was like, I'm not Puff Daddy. Now I'm P. Diddy. It's like, dude, first of all, that's worse. First of all, it's a terrible new name to start. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild, man. Oh yeah, that was blazing. Look at that. Here, hold on. Wow, that is blazing crazy, man. I'm surprised it's still standing. That is crazy, man. That is crazy, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. No offense to all these guys that keep coming up to me. For some reason this morning, everyone thinks that I'm a real journalist. I guess it's because I'm up so early. The sky is beautiful. The sun is rising here in sweet Southern California. Now that guy distracted me from what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you can't nickname your goddamn self. You can't do that. That's not how it works. Rappers love doing it. Every nickname means something, but you can't give yourself a nickname. Real shit, I'm black. Thank you, Johnny Cox. Thank you, Johnny. Isn't that right, Johnny? I mean, that's how it's supposed to work. Dean Diddy. Dean now is Dean Diddy. Did they have enough water in the hydrant, Karen Bass? That's a funny statement. It's also illogical, but it's funny. It's raining out, so the fire hydrants weren't relevant. You guys think about this. Last year, it was fires every day. This year, it's raining every day. Every rich person on the west side bought one of these contraptions to drain their pool, save their house, put sprinklers on the roof. We literally couldn't burn if we wanted because it's been raining for 20 days. Now, as I say that, this building is completely on fire. They're still trying to put it out, you guys. Look at that thing smoldering. Just because it's raining doesn't mean you have enough water in the fire hydrant, dummy. Rick, I'm not even going to tell you why you just projected that word upon to yourself. Jesus Christ. Rick the Dick. Listen to me, Rick the Dick, over here on YouTube. We have water in our fire hydrants, you fucking dummy. Now get the hell out of here. Yeah, Gavin Newsom just rode off on a Clydesdale horse because that's who started this fire, you guys. Hey, Rick, you know who started this hotel on fire today? This motel, Rick? It was Gavin Newsom. I saw him leaving on a Clydesdale horse with a book of matches hanging out of his pocket when I pulled up, Rick. You understand that, Rick? Well, now I'm rage baiting Rick. Rick, guess who I saw leaving on a Clydesdale horse?
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt your show, but I just have one question. Don't you think they should make this into like a homeless shelter, a transitional homeless shelter? I think it's kind of dangerous for the separator out there. Just make it more compact.
Well, there were homeless people in there. That's who started the fire. So it's not a homeless shelter, technically. But there were multiple homeless people in there who started the fire. One homeless guy was taken to the hospital and rescued on that ladder. And the rest of them just were coming out of the back and the front and refused help. Do we need more homeless shelters? Unfortunately, my friend, the problem is bigger than that. You look pretty young. I think we have an unfixable problem in this city. And, let me tell you something. When I was a kid, you could be homeless, you could get a job, and in 2 weeks with your first paycheck, you could rent an apartment and pay the deposit. In today's world, you'd have to work for 6 months before you had enough money to rent an apartment, prove your income, and so on. So sadly, yes, whatever we can do to help the homeless, we should be doing. I think this was a historically preserved landmark, which means you can't do anything to the structure, but now it doesn't matter because it's been burned down. That's probably the reason nobody tried to buy it and make it a homeless shelter, to answer your question. But this is a capitalistic country, right? So the economy and people wanting greed and everybody taking, and leaving nothing for people on the bottom is why we have 100,000 homeless people on the streets here. Because the people who get the money and take the money, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. It's a sad state of affairs. But that's a great question. How do we help the homeless? You might live long enough to see the collapse of this country, to be honest with you. I'll be dead, so I won't have to deal with it.
Some might think it might happen within a week.
I agree. Yeah, I can see that. Canada might swoop in and take our supreme leader and take him to jail, like they did the Venezuelan leader last night. It's crazy, man. Yeah.
How everybody wants anyway to walk down. Or if it's not Gavin Newsom, there's somebody else that they want to be president. I'm gonna be honest. Out of all of those politicians, for some reason, I wouldn't actually mind if it was Bernie Sanders.
Oh, all day. He's the only one. I'm screaming Bernie Sanders rhetoric right now. Too many rich people with too much money. We got to put a cap on that. Anything and that can change over time, but any amount of money you make over $1 billion, let's say that was the cap, should just go right back into the system. Because we wouldn't have homeless people accidentally. They didn't intentionally burn this down. They probably had a fire going for heat. They all fell asleep, and then it got out of control, and they almost all died in a fire. Because they're just trying to be warm at night, man. You know? Yeah. Oh, Tim. Matthew. I sell my media to all outlets, but I stream independently at Tim Pingle on TikTok and YouTube.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What was it called again?
Here.
Oh shoot! Oh, very cool, man. Tim Creek.
It's on all platforms. It's the same name.
Yeah, it's awesome. Sure, man.
Somebody just said I sound like a news reporter. Thank you.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Hey, man, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, of course. Hope you go
It's a
far.
great question, man. Thank you.
Have a good meeting, man.
You too, man. Just a Gen Z on a skateboard, getting with his morning goods, asking a very fair question. Shouldn't this hotel be some kind of homeless shelter? Now he's gonna come troll. I love that he was a Bernie Sanders guy. He's thinking the right way. You guys, I don't know what the cap would be, right, on money-wise, but that could change. You could use an act of Congress to change that because, sure, we have inflation and economy changes, but there should be a money cap. Right now, if I was going to pass a law and I had the power to do it, I would say there's a $500 million cap. How much money do you fucking need? You know what I mean? If you're not trying to buy the Dallas Cowboys, then how much money do you need? We got to change everything. We got to change the whole game, or it's all going to collapse. I told that kid this country's going to die in his lifetime. He said no, in 1 week. You know what I mean? How much fucking money do you fucking need? This historical motel burned down because 5 or 6 homeless people were in there with the fire going, trying to keep warm. That's what happened. That's just how it is. That's what happened. Now let's go get a better look at it. Let me check on my car. Let's go get a better look at this. Damn. That's craziness. They burned that fucker down. As a billionaire, Peak Supreme says, as a billionaire, I am offended. Billionaires are a protected class. I'm going to assume you're joking. I know you don't have $1 billion, so let's just go with that you're joking. The gatekeepers don't give a shit. You think there's a single billionaire waking up this morning that gives a shit about what happened to this building or whether or not anyone's okay? Why there was 10 homeless people in there trying to stay warm? Do you think any of them give a shit? The fire captain said people were fleeing out the front and the back of this building. Nobody cares. Renee, my cat, is just trying to stay alive. You know, the problem with cats is they don't tell you how much pain they're actually in, and you can't really see it. So it's hard to say. You know? I spend a lot of time with her right now. And unlike the rest of her life, she's blind, she just really just wants to be with me, basically. One person was taken to the hospital, rescued on the ladder. One person was rescued from the upper floor. You had this blaze was fully engulfed in the first and second floor. The people that were fleeing, did they start the fire? They did. It was homeless people. They had a fire in there. I asked him if the fire was in the fireplace. He didn't know. But this ladder rescued one guy. And I believe that's Sunset Sound next door. Multiple homeless people were coming out the front and the back, fleeing the fire. They refused any help. The guy coming off the ladder was transported to the hospital. These guys had a fire in here. The hotel was closed. I think it was historically preserved. Not sure. Looks like these guys are wrapping it up. The street is still closed. This is this infamous motel. You see that 6722? You see that motel sign? I shot a music video and featured part of the front of this motel in my video. This place is still it's arson in the it's not. I don't know if arson. Does the word arson mean intent, or does it just mean you started the fire? There were homeless people in here with a fire. The fire was to keep warm, not to burn the building down. If it was historically preserved, that party's over. Did this motel have anything to do with Motley Crue is a great question. I'm sure they may have used this spot in one of their videos. Who knows? This is famously, I can't see the actual sign. I gotta move to see the sign. I'll show you the sign. Hold on. The Graffiti Hotel. You guys, this is on Sunset Boulevard. Okay, here we are, Sunset Boulevard. The sign, oh, there it is. It's the Hollywood Center Motel. My bad. So there's the sign, the old badass sign. You see that? It's the Hollywood Center. And then that right there, it says motel, but we can't see it because the fire truck's in the way. So it's the old Hollywood Center Motel. Let's look here. Yeah. That's the old sign. There's the marquee, the Hollywood Center Motel. The Hollywood Center Motel. It was set to be demolished anyway. Is that true, Kendra? I'm sure it was. But I thought it was historically preserved, or at least I wanted it to be, or at least I wanted the sign to be. You see the motel sign right there? So that sign motel, which is on the other side of the driveway, just says motel. By the way, that's Sunset Sound, one of the most famous recording studios in Hollywood. The Yellow Building. That building is Sunset Sound Recording Studios. Very, very famous studio. But that motel sign, I put in my video because I love the, it's just a great look. Yeah, mid-century modern front marquee. Now, the building itself, decrepit, dilapidated. Tear that down. But I feel like preserving that front wall would be dope, and the sign, but whatever. Fuck do I know. Just because you want it to doesn't mean it is. Yeah. Sam. No shit, Sherlock. Just because I want it to be preserved doesn't mean it is. Sam. That is quite the fucking revelation, Sam. You mean just because I want it to be historically preserved, it's actually not? You mean if I don't just want something to be historically preserved, it doesn't automatically become historically preserved? Sam, you're a fucking genius. People are irritating. Fuck is wrong with people? Listen, I'm no genius, but I'm not a moron. Let's fucking, what are we doing here? You mean I can't just wish anything into existence? So just because I want $1 million doesn't mean that there'll be $1 million in the passenger seat of my car when I go to it in 10 minutes? Sam? I am crashing out, Librado Marino. My life is one big crash out, so fucking enjoy it. I'm high on coffee right now. I'm high on donuts too. Lockdown, shut up. In my best Adam Sandler voice, Lockdown, shut up. I'm just getting warmed up, sweet cheeks. Well, get over here with your missing teeth. Lockdown. I'm just getting warmed up. Oh, that looks like my ex-girlfriend right now. There's triggered. 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 You guys, I was thinking about it. You know who the great love of my life was? Susie Quattro. The great love of my life was Pinky Leather Tescadero. Do you guys know that? China said all my swears aren't necessary. Well, I agree with you, Diana Rodriguez. I agree with you, Diana Rodriguez. The problem is, Diana, if you followed long enough, Diana. Now, Diana, I appreciate your comment, and I will do everything in my power to absorb what you said, but I have to unfortunately pronounce to you that I can't control myself, and that is well known in my community. I have no ability to control myself, okay? China, I know, I see that you follow. That's a very beautiful dress you have on, and we love you for following. I'm just saying to you with peace and love, thank you for the follow. Thank you for hanging out. But I can't control myself. So I take your comment into consideration, but I can't control myself. So unless you have the tranquilizer pills to bring over here and give to me, there will be a slip of the tongue about every 2 minutes. Sorry. I'm all crash out. That's all I do is crash out. If we were just sitting here just looking at this building, you know what that would be? Boring. You know how fucking boring it would be to just sit here and look at this? How long would it take you to get sick of looking at it? About 2 seconds. Come cuddle with you. Get the fuck out of here with your cuddling. Son of a bitch. I'm a Pisces, Gonzo. I do really well with Scorpios. For the record. You know what I'm saying? I hope they preserve the signs. Oh, I love The Age of Aquarius, the song. Thank you, Share Bear. You're a Pisces who's married to a Scorpio? Does that mean we're not getting married? That's a good match for you, though. Congratulations, Katrina. I'm happy for you. Because I know that works. I know that's a good connection. Hi, Tiny Dancer. Daisy is not, you know, I've been saying she's dying for over a year because she is. But I really don't, you know, we're going to go see an eye specialist this week. I hear you, Katrina. Wink, wink. I'm a Pisces, Virgo, Moon rising, like in the song Danny's song. Okay? Let's get sentimental here. Pisces, Moon rising, Virgo, blah, 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 blah. Oh, who became a member? Hold on. You guys, I am missing everything over here. Oh, Crystal. Crystal Rich. Crystal Rich. You're a Cancer? I don't know. Listen, Crystal, I don't know if that's a good match or not. You know, I feel like astrology or the sun are all, I think that's all nonsense. You know, I think we're all talking gibberish and nonsense, okay? We're like, oh, this one works with this one. I think that might all just be nonsense. But it's fun, so let's do it. There's another Pisces married to a Scorpio. Maybe it's not nonsense, but to be honest, I think it's nonsense. But hey, it's fun. It's fun. Maria, California, you can ask, like the police, when they want my ID, but they're not getting it. They're not getting it. I'm in my 47s. I'm in my 47s, plural. I'm in my 47s. What, am I too old for you, Maria? You're a Pisces engaged to a Virgo? Not really is not definitive, Maria. That sounds iffy, Maria. That doesn't sound definitive. Am I too young for you? Hi, Ann. How are you, Miss Ann? Annie? Is it Annie? Is it Ann or Annie? Emma's a great name. Yeah, I said 47-ish. That's right. Age doesn't matter, Maria. I regularly am talking to a much younger woman right now. I'll tell you that right now. It's Ann, not Annie. Thank you, Ann. I thought I was right, Ann. I thought I was right, Ann. Alyssa, you're 28? That's great age for me. That's a good age for me. Katrina? It's a good age, Katrina. It's a great age. That's the age of Aquarius. I don't know what that means, but it's a song. Oh, Emma, hi, London. London, can I move to you? Can I move in your house, Emma? Emma, can I move to your house? I heard I could move to London and just say I'm a musician, and then I don't have to, my visa never expires. Kendra, I'm born in Pisces, in the Pisces zone. So I could be February, it could be March, it could be April. Actually, that's not true. I don't think I could be April. I love all the Gen Xers in here. What's up, Gen X? I love all the Gen Xers in here. You guys, you know what? TikTok. Oh, here's our Karen's right here. You guys, let me tell you something. TikTok is nonsense with these subscriptions. Okay, you guys? You have to be a super fan or something, and I don't think the subscriptions work anymore. You guys, it really pisses me off. I'm going full YouTube. You guys, make sure you're in the YouTube. Okay? What? Don't go full YouTube? Yeah, but where are you going to go? Okay, Shannon. Let me ask you a question. Where are you going to go when TikTok's gone? You just going to quit social media? No, I'm asking. I don't want to. I'd rather stay on TikTok. If you guys have noticed, somehow the rules have changed. It doesn't say the rules have changed, but they don't kick me off of here anymore. So something fucking weird's going on. They let people drive like maniacs. I was watching a guy drive on ice yesterday. Bing. Hold on. I was watching a guy drive in the ice
I got the
yesterday.
history of the hotel for you.
Of this hotel?
It was built in 1905, 1906. The bungalows were added on in 1922. And it is an LA historical monument.
I knew it was.
Yeah.
See, I knew it, you son of a bitches. I knew it. Where's that Sam go with the big mouth? Where'd Sam go who said, if I think it's historical, it can't be, or whatever she said? It is a historical monument. It is.
Might, depending on how bad the structure is, they might try to restore it.
It is historically preserved. I knew it. That means they can't take that wall down because the wall's fine.
Or the sign.
Yeah, I want the sign basically and the wall to stay up. I don't think the building has much of a chance.
I don't know.
The building has the integrity of the rainbow because the rainbow looks about the same structurally as this place.
That's the kind I need right there, the tripod. Where you put two on there. Where'd you get that one?
I bought this at Film Tools for $30. I wanted it to be smaller, but it's the smallest one I could get.
Where's Pro Tools?
And then this little attachment. See, it has holes all over it. So you can put a phone on the top or the side or a mic or anything. And so just this little attachment hooks this little cheap thing on to put another phone. Film Tools is on, It's in Burbank.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
think of where it's at. You can order that shit online too, but honestly,
Yeah, because you pay the.
I'd
sometimes
rather-
It's cheaper to go in person.
Film Tools is like on. What is that here for? Are they gonna tear it down right now? That's a fucking like a skid loader.
Caterpillar.
They only use that to like knock shit down.
I guess we're gonna get it.
Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. Wow.
All I was trying to do was get a handle on my edit.
Wow, this is crazy.
Somebody just said a bat. I can't say that word.
Oh, it's an excavator.
Excavator.
It is an excavator. That is what it is.
I couldn't get it out of my mouth.
Usually they use that to just knock a building down, like when they're demoing. There could be no other reason. They're just gonna knock it down right now. We're witnessing a historically preserved hotel being knocked down. Yeah, it was raging with fire. There's no way the integrity of that building is more than it should have already fallen.
Yeah, that thing's been there forever.
Forever.
It was built 1905.
It's a historically preserved place.
Yeah, I was wondering because I see cars still going in there, and I didn't know it was open, but I be still
It wasn't.
Huh?
It wasn't open.
I know,
Homeless
but,
people were
But just
living.
recently, I be seeing cars going in
You
there.
did?
Yeah. and I
Oh,
was
no
I
shit.
never thought it was still open, but I see cars they used to pull in there recently. Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. I got a 10-minute visibility
You
restriction.
can't really tear it down because it's still fire though.
TikTok gave me a 10-minute visibility restriction. LOL. They're gonna put holes in it, yeah, to do what? To help put I mean, yeah, well, here we go.
No, guys, we're gonna zoom in.
Wow. Where are my glasses? I can't see what's going on over there. Yeah, normally, like, firefighters will punch holes in a roof and shit like that. We know that. But this seems like that's not what they're doing. That was for earlier. They're gonna tear this fucking thing down?
I always thought this was cool. And I just did a vlog on this. It's on my YouTube channel. The history of it. That much I don't know.
This is crazy. Are they gonna tear this down?
Hi, Jamie. We're looking at the iconic Hollywood Center Motel. Homeless were
We are. Watch this.
Homeless-
I'm gonna get my coffee. Watch
homeless
my
were well, the homeless were living inside, and I guess they said about to stay warm. The building was built 1905, 1906, and the bungalows was added on in 1922. And it is a LA historical monument. 6720. 6720 Hollywood Boulevard.
Burn that, tear that shit down. They need to tear it down because
It's a historical monument.
they're gonna burn it down if they don't.
She was cheaper on the yucky stuff. Stay away from me with that stuff. Tim will tell her.
I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it had bungalows behind it.
Yeah, they were built in 1922.
That's how old the bungalows are?
Yeah. They could have turned those into nice homeless houses.
Yeah, you can kind of see the bungalows from like in that way. I'd like to go in there.
Look at my YouTube channel. You'll see the bungalows and everything. I actually did a vlog.
Yeah, you can see the bungalows back there. This place is dilapidated. This place was dilapidated before all this nonsense. I just want to know what they're doing with this fucking skid loader. The Hollywood Center Motel. The homeless people burned it down last night.
Highland and Cherokee.
Aragon 98 said, "Did your mom's house burn down last night?"
Tim, I heard all the sirens this morning, but I'm like, where's that at? Then I turned on and went down.
I saw it on Citizen app.
I don't know why I don't have citizens.
I saw it on Citizen, and it was raging fire right into the rain.
They put power.
They probably used it to tear the roof off. No, the fire's out.
This is what I need when I do my red carpets. I can lie two-way.
Tax dollars at work. Yeah. Do you guys see the movie Falling Down? Excavator. 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 Yeah. Smoke is coming from the top. It's still on. I mean, it's still smoldering. Yeah. It's still on fire, basically. So yeah, it's still on fire, technically. Is it an excavator? Yes, it is. That is what you call a hot spot. You heard all the, oh yeah, because they had 70 firefighters here. Oh, these guys are all yucking it up over here. These guys are all yucking it up. Burr, 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 burr.
Sunset Boulevard.
You'd think there'd be like a hot coffee shop right here. Is that a coffee shop?
There used to
Oh
be
my
a-
God, it is a coffee shop. Ja Vista. Are they opening right now?
Yeah.
What? How convenient is that? I'm gonna get a hot coffee here as soon
For
as
us, you know, at that table.
my coffee is cold as hell. That's a hot coffee shop behind me. How
Between
exciting.
Highland and Cherokee. Is the chief information officer here?
He was. He came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want me to give you all the info?" And I said,
Well,
"Yeah."
give me the info that he gave me.
But nobody could hear him. You see the guy right here? Hold on. Which one of these guys is the guy? That guy in the red hat.
With the papers in his hand.
Yeah, he came up and gave I think it was him. He said a 42-year-old male was rescued off the ladder from the second floor with burns. And then he said homeless people were coming out the front and the back. And they all refused any help. Is what he said.
I heard you say something about they did have to take somebody to the hospital.
Yeah, one guy, 42-year-old guy. They are.
From Hollywood Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. So I was wondering, I saw the excavator come in, and somebody has confirmed to me it was a historically preserved building.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that right now. Our excavators go in there and they demo it to make sure that it's safe because we've already had partial collapse inside there.
Okay.
So, and there's also been previous burns, and it's next to the other hotel there. So they're gonna demo probably a bungalow closest to the hotel, and then the main structure that just happened to collapse.
So yeah, you guys don't have a choice. You have to do that.
Was that place empty? Or was somebody living there?
It was vacant.
It was
Vacant,
vacant.
yeah.
And where are the
I have no
bungalows
idea.
on the side?
Yeah, there's bungalows along the side and on the back.
And they were also burning?
They were not burned, but they had previous burns. So
And they
fires
look
previously
bad.
Started in there, so yeah, so they want to demo those so that it can't start another fire close because it's adjacent to the other.
Okay. You think that I know you say partial, but you can tell that thing's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
So are we going to see the whole thing come down probably? Because it's not going to hold itself up. Once you hit a couple spots, that thing's coming down. Oh, wow.
A couple of the side doors.
Thank you.
There's also a basement in the back. We have to be cautious going in to see how.
Oh, there is a basement in the back.
Wow.
Behind that as well.
Oh, it had a pool. Yeah, I would assume it would have a pool.
And it was built, I believe, in 1905, 1906, and the bungalows was 1922.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? And the pool's empty, of course, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dang. So we're gonna see it come down a little. Yeah, that's a pretty hot spot up there at the top.
We'll keep the fire companies in place. We'll keep the hoses.
And do you guys operate that, or do you bring in a city guy to do it?
Firefighters. We have our own heavy equipment unit.
Oh,
we
nice.
have multiple dozers. So
Okay.
They've actually been doing hundreds of these buildings after we have fires that come in and knock the ground.
Oh, okay.
But they're
Thank
not-
you.
They're not safe anymore. You can have a collapse at any time. So.
Yeah, you can't leave it like that. They come back tonight, it falls on everybody. Yep. And I believe, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I was wrong. That's the guy that gave me the info. That's what I'm saying. He keeps coming up to just give anybody who's here info,
I'm gonna go sit down.
which is nice. So they are going to tear this fucker down.
Yeah. You got chocolate shop coffee, right?
Are you going in there? Man, they are open. You guys, look at Javista is open. I'm going to get a coffee, sit back and watch them tear this motherfucker down. Okay, I'm gonna trade in my cold coffee for a hot coffee and watch him bring the house down, sucker. I asked him if there was still water in the pool. Was that a stupid question? Because it could have been. Could have been a stupid question. Thank you, Noreen. This is the Hollywood Center Motel, which is crazy because I did feature this motel. Is featured in my dumb music video, so go watch it. My Motel on my YouTube page, YouTubers. Go look at the music video My Motel. It's a song by the Bigums. And I featured this toward the end of the video. Or maybe not it's in the video. It's in the goddamn video. Which means I filmed it before it got burnt to the ground by the homeless. So there. They're about to tear it down. I historically preserved that motherfucker, Sam. Where's Sam? Oh, I blocked her. Well, guess what, Sam? I historically preserved that mother effer right on my my YouTube page. The owners want to rebuild, and this is the quickest way to well, that is true, but what actually happened here is, well, yeah, if you want to get rid of a historically preserved building, this is one way. But we do know that homeless people did this, basically. I mean, we really do know. Motley Crue and Kiss made a video from there? Well, fuck them. I did it. So did I. Mine's better. Can I just say for the record that I've been trolling? I hate to say this. We all have to find somewhere to go troll, right? I have been trolling a little bit. Let's just, troll is a strong word. It's like the word hate. I have been messing with, and I don't hate Nick. Evan irritates me because he looks like a guy that I don't like. That's not his fault. I have been trolling the kids of Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley's two sons have a band, and they just started TikTok this year, and I've been trolling them pretty hard. Not trolling. I've been being honest. I've just been giving honest critiques, right? Now, first of all, I like them. Don't get me wrong. I like them. Now, Evan irritates me because he looks like a guy I don't like. You know how that works? You see someone that looks like someone you don't like, and you get mixed feelings. But he's a nice kid. He's a good kid. Anyway, they both play. They're both very talented musicians, and they can both sing. So I don't have anything bad to say about them that way. I'm just always making the point to Gen Z and millennials that you have to have real tragic, hard life experience like a Gen Xer to be able to write fucking songs like we heard in the 1970s and even the 1980s, okay? Okay? And they're Nepo babies, you guys, so let's be honest about it. They're Nepo babies. It doesn't even matter when you're born. You have to have real life experience as a peasant to write great music, okay? If you're a Nepo baby, now this isn't always the case. Here's what I'm getting at. I listen to all their fucking songs and they're not very good, okay? They're not very good. When those guys do a cover of a good old 70s song, it sounds amazing. You know why? Because they're playing a great song. When those guys play one of their songs, they play well, they're good musicians, but the songs leave a lot to be desired, you guys. Their songs are not that good. And the other day they did a live, so here's what happened. They've only released one song, right? The other day on one of their lives, they played like 4 or 5 of the songs on their record they're releasing throughout the year. Well, after they played the 4th song all the way through, Evan's girlfriend comes in the room and says, "What are you dummies doing? You just play." Not only were they not playing samples, they were playing the entire song. She goes, "Stop doing that. People are screen recording and they're gonna fucking leak the music." And guess who was screen recording? I was screen recording because I wanted to hear this. I was in the car and my mind was busy, so I started screen recording so I could listen to the songs when I got home. You want me to zoom in? I'll zoom in. Stop trolling kids in my white van. Now that's a funny comment because essentially that was me. When I'm trolling the Gene Simmons and the Kiss kids, it's me in a white van essentially. Yeah, I did screen record it because I wanted to give it a legitimate listen. So I did. When I got home, me and Daisy, I was hugging my cat and I said, all right, let's listen to these assholes and see if these songs are any good. So we played it back and they are not good. The songs are not good. And I'm just trying to be a fair critic. If the songs were great, I would be like, these are great. But they're not. They're not. That excavator cost $250,000. I should go fucking steal it. See if I can get rid of it on the black market. Maybe I could sell it in Venezuela. You guys, it's not trolling, but I was watching their live a few months ago, right? And I see other people trolling them. So they call themselves Stanley Simmons, right? It's Gene Simmons' son, Nick, and Paul Stanley's son, Evan. They started their own little band, but it's really just those two. They don't necessarily have a band. Maybe I should play bass for them. Anyway, a lot of people go in there and troll them and say, that's a stupid name. Why do you guys call yourself Stanley Simmons? Are you trying to be Nepo babies? You're trying to use your father's name, blah, blah, blah. So I started telling them, what? Hold on. So I told them, Karen's yelling at me. Can't hear her. I told them, oh my God. Fuck, what kind of gift is that? The Viking hammer. Thank you for the hammer. Thank you for that hammer, crazy cat lady. That was cool. That was really fucking cool. That's what they're about to do to the building. That's why Crazy Cat Lady was being creative. Thank you for the Corgi Bear, Aaron. Did Aaron send that? Havana. Thank you for the Corgi butt. Yeah, that's sweet Karen. She's Karen. That's Hollywood Happenings right next to me. That's Hollywood Happenings. Karen. I'm about to go over here with her. Yeah, I get my coffee. What'd you say, Karen? What'd you say? Oh, the fire started at about 5 a.m. Approximately 5 a.m. They're not even open. Oh, they open in 7 minutes.
I think I got you.
We're waiting for them to tear this fucker down.
No, we built 1905, 1906.
They put the sign out. They put the chairs out. They unlocked the door, but I walked in, and she goes, "We're not open till 8." Well, it's 5 to 8, bitch. What are we doing here? Then why is the door unlocked? God. Anyway, there's that sign I was talking about. See the sign motel? All right. So this is the sign that is featured in my music video, My Motel. This is why I got to bring out my third phone when I do this. And that's Sunset Sound right there, you guys. What are they waiting for? You know what I mean? Knock that fucker down already. I don't have all day. Karen is a friend, everybody. She's a friend of mine, and she's a streamer. She's called Hollywood Happenings, and she will take you to red carpets and places like red carplets. I can't get a coffee for 5 minutes because these assholes said that they're closed. I'm not big on red carpets, so the thing for me is when I go to a red carpet, I feel like an asshole. Like, the only way I could do a red carpet, my brain, something's wrong with me, and someone should come put me down. Someone should come put the blue juice in me. I think when I have Daisy put down, I'm just gonna have him shoot me with the blue juice too. I'll give my cat Ellie to my niece, give her all my money, and Daisy and I are just gonna go get the blue juice together. You guys feel what I'm saying? Daisy and I both are just gonna get an injection of the blue juice together. It's pink, blue, whatever fuck color it is. That is true love. It's true love. If it wasn't for Ellie Mae, I would. Ellie Mae is relying on me, the other cat. But Ellie Mae, she's been pooping blood her whole life, so I don't even know what's wrong with her. She ain't making it to 20. I promise you that. We might all three get the blue juice, everybody. We might all three drink the pink juice or whatever fucking color it is. I am really good to my niece. My niece is unofficially the executor. What do you call it? She's going to receive whatever I own. It's going to my niece. All my property and any money that I may or may not have is going to my niece. I give it to my brother, but he's going to drop dead as soon as I am. I don't know what color the blue juice is, but my brother said they put the blue goo in them. My brother said to me once that you got to take him to put that she's the beneficiary. Now, it's not legal, but I have told my brother I need to make it legal, actually. Yeah, the benefact. I actually need to pay the $250 on LegalZoom, okay, and make it official. That's my brother screwing with me? No, maybe in Iowa the juice is blue. The juice might be blue in Iowa. They might have a different colored goo. You think she'd rather have you live? Who, Daisy or Ellie? You guys, I can't pronounce the word red without putting the letter F in front of it. When you start saying Fred for red, it's time. The party is over. Huh? You ever seen Rambo when he's yelling at Rambo? It's over, Johnny. You ever hear that? It's over, Johnny. You understand? I'm Johnny. Okay, I'm fucking Johnny. What's up, Iowa? We've only just begun to live. Dun, 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 dun. Mama Duck, 1 minute till they're open. They open in 1 fucking minute. What's up, Courtney Michelle? Yeah, man, that's crazy that we branded the word Karen Karen. You know, that must suck for Karens. Should we go interview our friend Karen and see what she thinks about it? Because it really is sad. Like if my name, Timmy or Tim, had become like a word for being what a Karen is, I guess we've also done it to the name Ken, right? I'd be pissed. Karen said I hate it to be. Yeah, I'd be pissed. Even with the great Karen Carpenter, still legendary, even that can't overcome what they have done to the name. How did we let them get away with that shit? Stop being a Tim. I think I could get to there. I think I can get there, Dean. I think I can get there. Timmy! Stop being a Timmy! Oh, thank you for the hand heart. Aaron, thank you for the hand heart. Timmy! Sorry, YouTube. I'm trying to stay with you here. Iowa 2025. Go flip them off and fight them. That sounds like somebody from Fort Dodge. Timmer. Timmer is what my grandma called me.
Yeah. Go to the left.
Huh?
You can see the bungalows over that way, buddy. You see the smoke going up?
Are they burning those intentionally?
I wonder if they are.
Because he said there was no fire in them. And I said, well, why are you tearing it down? He goes, because the structure's shit. But why would there be, you know what? I'm going to get a coffee first. But
Yeah, I'll go back and sit
you
down.
see smoke over there? Yeah, that is smoke, yeah?
You see the smoke now?
Right there? Okay.
Yeah. It's not that the smoke that way is going that way. The smoke is going that way. The Hollywood Central Hotel. I had somebody argue with me saying, no, it's going to 60s. I said, and they put Hollywood Greenville. I said, it's not the Hollywood Greenville Hotel. That's going on Sunset. It's the Hollywood Central.
No, this
Hotel.
is old.
This is two different hotels.
This is old as hell. Oh my God, hold on. Let's see. For your coffee, Nancy I-Beam 32. God bless you. Everybody, W Nancy. Everybody, W Nancy with an I for the $20. Thank you, Nancy, for the $20 to buy my coffee and treats in the store right now. W Nancy. Nancy, thank you so much. I'm going to go spend that money right now. I got to get this before they fucking drop this excavator. Oh shit, they're doing it right now, you guys. Hold on. We're delayed. We have a delay here. Hold on. They're going in, you guys. They're tearing this fucker down right now. All right, that's just the porch.
It's open now, Tim.
Okay. That's just the porch. Here we go. Thank you, Nancy, so much. Appreciate you, Nancy. I'm gonna go in and get me some coffee right now. I'm gonna leave the camera up so you can watch this thing tear some shit apart. Thank you, Nancy. We're gonna watch them tear this fucker down. Burn it to the ground. Just let it burn. Matthew, are you calling me a Karen? Oh, you want me to interview Karen? Give me a minute. Huh, I'm eating right now. Look at that 7-Up. Oh no, that's a 7-Up. I'd take that home. Oh Lord. That's a vintage 7-Up pop machine. Oh my God. You know how much money they just wrecked right there? That was a vintage 7-Up fucking cooler or pop machine. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. That's the real jaws of life right there. Bring that motherfucker down. Here we go. Damn. No offense, but I could operate that thing way better.
Probably could. Oh, I gotta ask you a question offline.
Oh, offline. This coffee's not too bad, actually. I was yeah, Bets. There were some homeless people staying there last night. It was closed, but there were homeless people in there, and they actually had a fire going to keep warm, and it got out of control. There was one 42-year-old man rescued from the second floor by the fire ladder who was transported to the hospital. Everybody else was coming out the bottom floor, first floor, and second floor, through the front and the back. They refused to get medical attention. Nancy, this coffee's really good. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's actually good. It's so badly damaged from the fire that the information officer did come back to talk to us and told us that they can't just leave it like this. They have no choice but to take it down. They have no choice. This is a historically preserved building in Hollywood. It's historic. It has been preserved by the Historical Society or whatever you call that nonsense. Okay, it's not nonsense. But at least, I mean, the question is, in my eyes, the fact that the structure burned down oh, this was built in like the 20s, according to Karen. Oh my God, thank you for the fireworks. Julie Marie, thank you for the double fireworks. 1902. Thank you for listening, because I apparently wasn't. Julie Marie, thank you so much for the fireworks. And yeah, 1902 is when this was built. Thank you for listening to Karen. Clearly I didn't. Thank you for the donut, Ryan. My 4-year-old daughter could operate that machine. Oh, well, that's why I said I could probably run it better. He's going at the top, you guys. Let's see what he can do. Taking a bite right out of the top. Here we go. Oh shit, the whole top's coming off. The whole top is moving. Damn.
Yeah, I can go to San Diego.
Not the big one charging, of course. Bye-bye, Hollywood history. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Hollywood history. My ex used to do drugs in this hotel. Maybe he was in there. My ex used to do drugs in this hotel. You don't know the stories he told me about it. Oh, look! Flames! Can you get the flames? Can you see the flames? No, yeah, to Bakersfield. There's another druggie.
Finally, it's get rid of that graffiti. Looks much better now. It's crazy.
You can still see the flames.
Jennifer Lopez. Is this Ben Affleck's wife, Jennifer Lopez? Jennifer Lopez, this is Sunset Boulevard. Is this Jennifer Affleck? Wow, that sounds funny. Jennifer Affleck. No wonder she didn't take his last name. Could you imagine she went from Jennifer Lopez to Jennifer Affleck? That would be embarrassing. No, Jennifer, I know. I'm messing with you, Jennifer. Jennifer. I know, Jennifer. I'm just playing. Jennifer Lopez is such a great name. Could you imagine Jennifer Lopez, the singer, changing her name to Affleck when she got married? Jennifer Affleck is not as smooth as Jennifer Lopez. You're Jennifer, but not from her block. I like Jennifer Lopez. That's Jennifer Louise is a good name as well. We are watching the destruction of a historically preserved 1902 Hollywood motel called the Hollywood Center Motel after multiple homeless people who were sleeping in the hotel unlawfully last night set ablaze to keep warm during the night, and it got out of control. They all had to be rescued. Well, normally during construction, especially my construction guys know, when you're spraying water during a demolition process, it's to keep dust. It's to knock the dust down, but that's not what they're doing here. The reason they're spraying water as they destroy it right now is to keep flames down, because as they destroy it, it knocks, it helps the fire kind of spark back up. Because it's raining and they don't have to worry about dust. But normally you spray to keep the dust down, but I'm assuming they're spraying to keep the fire down, not the dust. Any construction guys in here with me on this? You guys know what I'm saying. My construction guys know I'm right. Yes, sir. See, there's the construction dudes. Normally that water is to knock the dust down, but I don't think that's the situation here, as we are in a wet. Fire and ice. Katrina, you agree? No, it is true. Like, when you guys see demo and shit, or construction or anything, when they're pulling dirt, you know, they have. Listen, I'm not a construction guy. I mean, a little bit. I guess I kind of am. When I was 9 years old, I was helping a guy build a house. I was just walking by. I was like, "Can I help?" And the guy's like, "Yeah. Sit on this drywall while I cut it," or something. And then I sat on a piece of drywall and broke it. And he goes, "Get out of here, kid." And I was like, I guess I'm not a construction guy. That was the end of my construction career when I was 9. Yeah, the water helps keep the dust down, for sure. Boy, I'm really smelling the smoke now. It's coming right over to me and everything. I tried. It doesn't mean I didn't take wood shop. You guys, I grew up in Iowa. You had to take metal shop, wood shop, power mechanics. You know what I mean? I had to tear apart a Briggs & Stratton lawnmower motor in the 9th grade, okay? I had to, in 8th grade, I had to wear those dumb shop goggles and run those drill presses that I could have put a hole right in my hand, but I didn't. Took metal shop. I had to build shit out of metal. Listen, growing up in Iowa, yeah, the girls had to take those classes too, Jen. The girls weren't exempt from that. Once we got into high school, girls could be like, you could choose classes. So girls would choose home economics over power mechanics. But in 7th and 8th grade, everybody had to be in wood shop. You took metal shop and photography? That's good choices, actually. It's literally starting to rain, you guys. I left my umbrella at home. Oh, nice. Nice. It's raining.
We're gonna stay under.
Yeah, small engines. We tore apart Briggs & Stratton lawnmower engines. You had to tear it apart and then rebuild it and shit. But besides tearing apart a lawnmower engine at school, I'm from Iowa, man. I grew up in car garages with one of my best friends in the world, Benny Dwight, watching and helping him rebuild and completely restore. You know all these car shows where you see him restoring classic cars? Well, we did that in real life with no camera crews or TV shows. So I literally was around watching him and helping him restore and rebuild a 1971 Duster. And let me tell you something, trying to put the fucking headers on a 1971 Duster toward the end of the project is a fucking nightmare, okay? And when Benny got angry, you wanted to steer clear of Benny because pipes and wrenches and shit were being thrown through the garage. at a velocity that would have taken you to the end of your existence. Emerging Beauty says, how old is Tim? I'm 47 and a half. 47 and a half. But I'm about to go get the blue juice with my cats, so we're all going down. How cool, you guys, you can see the rain following. See that? I just said following. You see what I'm saying? Give me the blue juice. Give me the blue juice. Give me the blue juice. I hear you, Earl. You can come with. You're invited. Earl, me, you and I both, Earl. Blue pill? I need the blue pill. I also need the blue pill. My multivitamin is blue. Does that count? Okay, second story coming down. Now, we're going to see flames here. When they pull this down, this is the hottest spot. This is why they're putting heavy water up there. Even they know it's the hottest spot. They're drenching that because that's where the fire was kind of still burning. Jules, are you laughing at my multivitamin? Exactly. Angela just said it right there. All of my followers can drink the Kool-Aid together. You guys, do you want to do it? Here's what I say. I say we all meet at Four Corners. You know where the 4 states all meet? There's a little road that drives up there. And we'll all drink the blue juice together. Let's do it. Who was that guy that did that? Jim Jeffries? No, that's the comedian. Jim Jordan? No, he's a basketball player. Hold on, Jim Neighbors? No, that's Mr. Rogers. Oh, Jim Jones. There you go. Yeah. Jim Jones. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. Let's do a Jim Jones. You are a trip, Mr. Tim. Thank you, Robert Hutchins. Thank you. I am a trip. And all of you guys confirming that just upsets my stomach a little bit. Check it out. This is what I'm saying. Jim Neighbors is Gober. Oh, yeah. You see, this is why I need the blue juice. Jim Neighbors is Gomer Pyle. I recently got into a fight with a guy on Melrose Larry Green's Facebook page, right? You know how you get into a fight in a chat? Let me suggest this. Stay off of social media, everybody. Anyway, he said, I'm a military veteran, you son of a bitch. What have you done for your country, right? This is what he was saying. That's the accent I assume he has. I'm a military army veteran. What did you do at your country, boy? Right? He's saying this to me as we argue politics. I said, listen to me, you Gomer Pyle looking motherfucker, right? And then I started posting pictures of Gomer Pyle, and this dude got into a rage. I'm pretty sure he's on his way to my house right now. Golly! Golly, Sergeant Carter. Listen, Sergeant Carter. Am I dating myself? I used to watch that show at my grandma's. I don't know if the excavator guy has fresh air, but hopefully he's not getting soaked. I think he's got a cigarette. Us younger people have no idea what you're talking about. Kelsey, I want you to go online right as soon as you can. Do you have a second media option right now? I want you to do it right now. You're on your phone, so get on your other phone or your TV. Go on YouTube and say, I want to watch an episode of Gomer Pyle USMC, please. That's Gomer Pyle. He also played the mechanic on Leave It to Mayberry, whatever the fuck that show was. What was that show called? The Andy Griffith Show. Mayberry. Right? Gomer Pyle played himself as Gomer on Andy Griffith. That doesn't even make sense. That's like when they merged Laverne and Shirley into Happy Days. 1, 2, familiar. We're gonna do it. Come on. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Laverne and Shirley, the greatest. Let me tell you something. I'm in love with Pinky Leather Tuscadero, Susie Quattro. Do you understand? From Happy Days. Susie Quattro, one of the greatest female musicians of all time. Everyone says Joan Jett. Fuck Joan Jett. How about Susie Quattro, MFers? She has the greatest duet in musical history, Susie Quattro. Alice was also awesome. Hello, Vicky. My grandmother is signing Your grandmother is sinning better than me? Is your grandmother a sinner, struggle forever? Can you give us a link to your grandmother's Spotify so we can prove that? Huh? I sing like a little girl? Wow, YouTube is roasting me right now. Hold on. YouTube is a different animal, you guys. So YouTube says I can't sing. I sing like a little girl. Everybody's grandma can sing better. Now I'm going to start singing songs. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Wait, let me think of one. Let me think of a song I can sing you guys. It's Christmas time, but Christmas is over. Hold on. He's got a hydraulic leak? Yeah, welcome to the Hotel California. This is what we're looking at. The destruction of the Motel California. Welcome to the Motel California. You guys like that singing? Welcome to the Motel California. You can check in, but you can never leave. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky says she loves my singing, YouTube, so F off. How you like that, YouTube? How do you fucking like that, YouTube? Okay? Warm smell of colitas. I don't even know what colitas fucking is. But I know there's a warm smell of it in the air, you son of a bitches, and YouTube. Okay? You don't even know what colitas smells like because you don't live in California. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the word correct. I don't even know if that's what he's saying in the song. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the... I know in February there's a very nice, distinct, flowery smell. And I feel like that's colitas. Does anyone know? Sounds like an STD, says Kenna. It does, actually. That is a good comment. Matthew Quirr in YouTube says, I know nothing. Thank you. I'm filming the destruction of the Hollywood Center Motel, which was burned down last night by homeless people. So let's look. This is the Hollywood Center Motel, a historically preserved landmark built in 1902. Last night, multiple homeless people were staying in there. They had a fire burning to keep themselves warm, and it went up in a blaze of fucking glory at 5 a.m. One man was rescued on the fire ladder, 42-year-old gentleman by the name of Rico Suave, was taken and transported to the hospital where he suffers from minor burns. The other homeless people came out of the front and the back like rats in a New York City fire and fled the scene. That's the actual colitis, is the smell of a devil's lettuce. Is that true? Nanny Mori says this guy. What does that mean? Are you talking about the firefighter in front of me, or are you referring to me? Warm smell of Congolese. Oh my God. I saw that. Yeah, Jen. This is a historic. They just tore the peak down right off of it a minute ago. Thank you, Nanny. Nanny, you can laugh at me or with me. I don't mind, as long as you laugh. Okay? That's all we're looking for. Well, Kenna, I asked if there was water in the pool in the fire. The information officer said no, but it's been raining for 3 weeks. I gotta assume there's at least a couple of feet of water in the pool. I'd like to go get a look at the pool. The pool's in the back. Mr. Coldwater Canyon is a great name. Is this Eddie Van Halen? I want to put out a new conspiracy theory. Eddie Van Halen and Michael Jackson and Elvis are all still alive, secretly living in the bungalows here at the Hollywood Center Motel. But tragically, we lost them all last night in a fire. If I told that to colitis is a woman's scent, is that true? Elvira, giddy up, boppa, mow, mow, giddy up. Elvira, my heart is on a fire. Elvira. Ready? Like a rhinestone cowboy. Getting caught on in a line at a rodeo. You ever been to a rodeo? Dayton, Iowa. Like a rhinestone cowboy. I wish I had my guitar. We'd fucking jam right now. I'm gonna start bringing my guitar with me. Strap that fucker up. I sound just like him, like a rhinestone cowboy. If I really tried, I could sing it. With people I don't really know. Scary G, shut up. They're lying to you, says Kim. I sound just like them, Kim. Let's try it. Let's do it in falsetto. Like a rhinestone cowboy. How's that? Getting down and down at a rodeo. How's that better with the, huh? Do you want me to do Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin from Menudo? Huh? Upside down, 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 living La Vida Loca. Huh? You don't want to hear that one? I forgot the words. What about that one guy? Let's do one hit wonder guys. Remember that guy Psy from Korea? What was his song? Fuck, I can't remember it. It's kind of on the tip of my tongue and all. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Let's do some Garth Brooks. I got a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. Boy, that is some deep shit. Greatest line in music history. I got a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. That's a hell of a line. What do we think about the rumors that Garth Brooks is secretly living a double life as an SK, a serial unaliver? Has anyone heard these rumors? Psy. Yeah. Oop dum, up dum, Gangnam style. Whoop dum, Gangnam style. You remember that guy? Oh, whoop dum, Gangnam style. Remember Psy? That dude became an overnight sensation. Some pudgy Korean guy. Whoop dum, Gangnam style. That was fucking weird shit, man. I mean, that is weird fucking shit. I got so many songs that are better than Whoop dum, Gangnam fucking style, and I got no love. I worked with Pee Wee Herman. You surprised? And no, he didn't try to touch me inappropriately because I was probably... Actually, he might have tried to touch me inappropriately. Let me think that through. I sat next to Pee Wee Herman. I did a scene with Pee Wee Herman in his Netflix movie where he goes, "Hey, good morning," and I go and I'm waving at him, "Hey, Pee Wee." I actually did a scene with Pee Wee Herman where I in the, you know, the movie, that Netflix comeback movie. "Hey, Pee Wee." That was my line. "Hey, Pee Wee." But before we did the scene, I sat in the makeup trailer with him for a long time, maybe an hour. He was in there for like 2 hours. I was in there for like an hour. Because he was like 60 when they made that movie. They put so much makeup on him, he still looked like he was 35. Paul Rubens. Okay, I'll call him Paul. I did a scene with Paul. But I can officially say I did sit in the makeup trailer having a powwow and coffee with Paul Rubens and the two makeup ladies, the one doing my hair, the one doing his hair and makeup, for over an hour. And then I went out by 11 a.m. and shot a scene with him. And I'm pretty proud of that, actually. And if you go watch the beginning of the movie, when he's walking down the street at the very beginning of the movie, and there's a model of the town, there's like a model of the actual city, and it shows the little guy, the little mechanic with the wrench, and then he's saying hi, and he says hi to everyone, and he looks and says hi to the guy with the mechanic. And then the actual mechanic goes, "Hi, Pee Wee," waving the wrench. That's me. That's little old me. Oh, you don't want my autograph? Yeah, what about the Epstein files? Apparently, invading Venezuela is going to get that right off the fucking... front desk of CNN, you know what I'm saying? Everyone keeps saying, "What do you think about Maduro?" And I'm like, I don't know. Does he have the Epstein files? Because this administration has broken the law. There's a million more files. They didn't release. Congress passed a law. This is the most illegal administration in the history of our country. Yeah, he has been planning this for months. I said it months ago. When they deemed fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction, it's Tim who's the one on TikTok and YouTube letting you know that we're invading just like Iraq. As soon as they deemed fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction, I said, oh, we're invading Venezuela. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. We had every one of our fucking aircraft carriers and shit and battleships off the coast for the last 3 weeks. You think we're just floating out there for fucking getting sun? and drinking wine like it's a fucking yacht? Janine, I'm not here to make a judgment on whether or not Maduro is a bad man or Venezuela is in a bad way. I don't want to talk about all that. All right. You know, how would you guys feel if Canada just swooped into the White House and took Trump and handcuffed him and threw him in jail in Toronto and said, well, he's charged with a crime. We put a warrant out for his arrest, so you guys calm down. That would never happen. Okay, let's talk about it like this. Of course, it's highly unlikely that Canada would have the ability to swoop in and just grab him because we are a badass country, okay? Say what you want. Forget about Trump. Let's leave Trump out of this. I'm super proud to be represented by the American military. Okay, I'm so proud of our military and I feel very safe. Although Russia and China could easily just launch all their nukes and we would all be done. So let's not get too excited. But let's say, for the purposes of argument, sound is cutting in and out on TikTok? Is it really? I got people saying, no, it's not. It is, Kristen says. Okay, listen. Well, YouTube's not complaining, so let me continue on. A little bit. Maybe I'll restart, but I don't know. It is on your end too? I don't know. It's probably this phone, you guys. Rhonda says yes is cutting out. Okay, well, I'm going to restart the TikTok, you guys. Sorry, if you're in TikTok, go ahead and follow the live creator because I'm going to stop and start it to fix the audio. I see there's 600 people in here. I am going to restart TikTok really fast. Is it fine right now? Nothing wrong with the audio? Is it still glitching, you guys? Smell of Cletus smoking causes. Okay, nobody's complaining now. Audio is bad. Okay, I'm restarting. I'm going to restart real fast. No, this happened to my mic the other day. I had to restart the other day. How's that? Blew the mic off. It's a TikTok lid. Nothing wrong with it, Patrick? It's TikTok? Okay, can I finish my story? Let's say for the purposes of this argument. Is that what it sounds like, Ben? Can't hear me? I don't know if I believe anyone, actually. Let's say for the purposes of this argument that, let's say Canada did have the ability to just swoop in and grab Trump and Melania and arrest both of them and charge them with a crime. Let's say there is a warrant for Trump's arrest in Canada. And let's say they could come in. You guys would be okay with that? Okay, I'm gonna restart it. I'm restarting it. Here comes the restart. I'll see you guys in 1 minute. All right, over here on YouTube, let's say that Canada could grab Trump and arrest him. Everybody be cool with that? I mean, here's the thing. You know what I can't get out of my head? The song Rhinestone Cowboy. Like a rhinestone cowboy, getting caught in a star-spangled rodeo. I would wear the rhinestone cowboy outfit. I would wear the rhinestone cowboy outfit. I would like to marry a girl who loves the song Rhinestone Cowboy. Is anybody out there? Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer Lopez, I mean, let's think about that. It really is a good name. You know what I mean? I think that's why she's so famous, the other Jennifer Lopez. Because it's really a good name. Colorado has water. Elks Unlimited, yes. No, I was going to try and see you this morning on a mountaintop, but what was I saying about the ships? What I was saying was, you know what? Who cares? So we took over Venezuela. Who cares? Venezuela. Fuck do we care? Fucking Venezuela. So we took the oil. What do you want me to do about it? Yeah, lately, I mean, should we care? I don't know if I care. Okay? If you don't want people to see the Epstein files, what do? You invade Venezuela. Come on. You drag Maduro through New York City. You know what I mean? Trump, he took it over. I don't know if I care. Usually Trump does something and I'm all got my panties in a wad. This time he did something and I don't know if I care. For the first time ever, I don't know if I care. I mean, I just don't know. I care about the Epstein files.
Release the fire.
Yeah. I'd like to see the Epstein files, especially that new 1 million documents or whatever. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. And it says Zionist Israel now control Israel and hopefully China nukes Israel. Oh. Well, you never know. You guys, let me tell you something. In the United States of America, let's just crunch the numbers here. So, to answer your question, in the United States of America, we have a lot of people here. You know what percentage of our population is Jewish? 2.5%. And that's an estimate. It could be as low as 2%. It could be as high as 2.7%. But let's just do the average. 2.5% of our population is Jewish. How does 2.5% of our population control the fucking all of the media? How does 2.5% of our population consume all of the fucking of our fucking every breath we take? Every breath you take, every move you make. Oh, hi, Tank. Tank. Thank you, Peblos. Who is the hater here? What did you say, Pueblo? Hey, Israel, how you doing? Israel, you don't follow the page, so I'm gonna pretend like I'm Palestine and block you. I had to block Israel, not because he's from Israel, but because he didn't follow the page. I mean, it's real simple, you guys.
That's an Israel.
What happened?
Want to read it? Yes. You know if I want to read it.
Oh, the
preservation's for the sign only. Okay, so the building was going to come down, you guys. The sign is the only thing up for preservation, which I agree with.
I agree with Tim.
You definitely want to keep at least this part of the sign, at least this half of the sign, I would say preserved. But I'd like to see the whole front wall preserved. The building was going to be demoed. The building was going to be demoed.
Oh, here you go, there's more. Front door. There you go.
So this has a lot of history, you guys. A lot of rich history in there. A lot of 70s rockers stayed in there, partied in there. Some famous unalivings in there.
Buffalo Spring Club, the Doors, and Van Halen.
Van Halen, the Doors.
Oh, Shane. True crime. Side of murders and scandals include the 1986 discovery of a body in a steamer trunk.
Did you see the vintage Sig machine, Tahiti? I'm gonna have to go over there. You think the information officer will let me in there?
What? I thought you could allowed to something else. You have to go around that street. I think. Go around here. Was it LA Confidential?
Yeah, the movie LA Confidential. The meeting was when, headphones? So headphones, you think this is intentional?
I don't think so. Why would it?
If it's still raining, I can't. Let me see if it's still raining. It's still raining. I could probably get a view from, this is the only canopy over here. This is the only canopy here, so I can't really go around. I want to go around the block. I can get a kind of better view of the construction from here. I might have to get an angle from over here. And now it has, yes. I do want to go to the pool right now. Yes, so the fire is still smoldering and they're burning the building down. I'm not I'm gonna keep this view Trump side so we don't. I used to have a lot of angles when I tapped my old lady in room 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, PG 24. Where the homeless gonna live now? Well, these 6 need to find a new crib. Okay? It's fun to stay at the YMCA. YMCA. The car wash song? I can't. The cops are in the coffee shop? cops are not in the coffee shop. The cops are not in the coffee shop. Stop it. The cops aren't even here, actually. It is flat out raining, though, in Los Angeles, California. It is flat out raining here in Los Angeles, California, where we want to get back to singing Rhinestone Cowboy, but we're being uninterrupted. Okay, there goes the excavator up into to tear the rest of this building down. If I can get closer, I might have to get closer over there. I'm gonna have to get under another canopy to get that view. I might have to get up under that other roof line if they don't kick me out. Yeah. Fuck. I keep getting interrupted and it's really fucking my flow up. Ugh. Ugh. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can see.
Another one that did to us.
Jesus fucking Christ. There it is. Oh my God. Here's a good shot. What happened to this hotel? Well, my flow keeps getting interrupted here. Yeah. Oh, nice. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm about to pull my fucking hair out right now. You thought Tim was bald? How dare you? How dare you? Arlene, don't you dare say that. How dare you? Darlene, how dare you? I'm gonna sing Rhinestone Cowboy to Darlene. Darlene, 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 Darlene. Or no, what's the name of that song? Jolene. Jolene is now Darlene. Darlene, 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 Darlene. Tim is going to crash out over the sound issues. Why? Is there sound issues again? Yes? What? Son of a bitch. All right. Muffled? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Tim is a rhinestone cowboy. I'm gonna switch the YouTube and the TikTok. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put YouTube on this phone and TikTok on the other phone. Okay, so I'll be right back, YouTube.